Hey, how's it going people? Welcome to Casual Gamer Reviews. Today's game is Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. This game is developed by Saber Interactive. The main campaign took me approximately 11 hours and can be played either solo or with up to 2 co-op buddies. Reviewed on Xbox Series X. Let's jump into it. Gameplay. Ultimately, the moment-to-moment gameplay of this title is incredibly fun. Immensely satisfying and gory combat as you shoot, slice, explode, puncture and crush through swarms and swarms of enemies. You run with one melee weapon, one pistol and one heavy gun. The game has a performance and quality mode, and the performance mode was pretty much seamless. No noticeable frame drops, but sometimes loading screens could take a while. Visuals. The environments in this game are very basic and bland at the start, but they open up to a massive splash of colour at the end. The character designs are excellent though. The big bulky dudes and chunky armor, what you'd expect from Space Marines. Nice little touches here and there to give each character their individuality. The general art design is rad. Skulls everywhere, mechanical tech priests, little cherub skull baby things. If you're used to Warhammer, it will be familiar. But if you are not, imagine Doom meets Diablo. It just oozes cool. Audio is gritty and tense. The sounds match with what you'd expect from an over-the-top action game. The wet sounds of chainsawing an enemy in half, or the squelch of crushing its head under your boot. It fits perfectly. The story for me was actually very forgettable and definitely the weakest aspect of this game. Story beats take a back seat to the brutal combat, but this is not necessarily a bad thing. Dialogue, on the other hand, is brilliant. Everyone praises the Omnissiah or the Emperor. Everyone is a brother, a scourge, or a heretic. It's very badass and fits very naturally into the game. There are 2 modes outside of the campaign, Operations and Eternal War. These both utilize the class system, which consists of 6 unique classes that vary across your usual tropes, whether it be up close and personal, long distance with a sniper, or somewhere in between. These classes can be leveled up, and unlocks include cosmetics, weapon upgrades, and class perks. Operations is the PvE mode, where you can squad up with friends or bots for a team of 3 and take on missions structured like the campaign. It currently consists of 6 missions, but the dev has stated that there is more to come. Each mission took me about 45 to 60 minutes. Eternal War is the PvP mode, where you can matchmake across such modes as Annihilation, Seize Ground, and Capture and Control. These are all 6v6. Space Marine 2 is just a fun game to play. What it lacks in story and environmental visuals, it makes up for in its combat and art design. It really is a switch your mind off kind of game, and sometimes that is all you need. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 gets a casual gamer score of 8.5 out of 10.
Victory is ours, brothers!